Last week, three lobby groups from the automobile industry wrote to the Home Secretary. They wanted a priority sector tag for the automobile industry. The lobby groups also said that when the sector opens, it has to be comprehensive from Chennai to Delhi because the sector is highly interconnected. Hi, I am Nehal Chaliawala and I cover the automobile industry for the Economic Times. And this video is about why the automobile industry needs to get its wheels spinning. The automobile industry accounts for half of India's manufacturing output. It employs directly or indirectly 3.7 crore people. The annual revenue, rupees 9 lakh crore or 120 billion US dollars. For every day that the sector remains closed, it accounts for lost revenue of rupees 2300 crore. The Economic Times reported last week that the 45-day lockdown may result in lost revenue of rupees 1 lakh crore for the automobile industry. The industry includes several big automobile makers, hundreds of component makers, and thousands of dealerships across the country. The automobile industry contributes not just a big chunk to the country's GDP, but also a lot to the government revenue. Automobiles are a highly taxed commodity. It is estimated that 15% of GST collection comes from the auto sector. For a 45-day lockdown period, about 28,000 crore rupees of GST collection is expected to be lost. Not just that, about 14,000 crores of additional state levies is also expected to be missed. This at a time when the country dearly needs all revenue possible to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. While the big automakers always make newspaper headlines, it is not to be forgotten that the automobile industry also consists of thousands of smaller dealerships and component makers. These companies, which employ lakhs of people, work from order to order and may not have a lot of cash on hand. If their plants remain shut for more than a month, they may be forced to lay off their employees or even worse, declare bankruptcy. This at a time when unemployment may reach at an all-time high in the country. Hence, we need to open the automobile industry as soon as possible to prevent these smaller companies from going out of business. The automobile industry is highly interconnected and interdependent. For example, a car being made in Gurgaon may have its lights coming in from Pune and its tires from Chennai. At such a time, if even one supplier is not working, the end production may not be completed. Moreover, if dealerships do not open, there is no point in automakers making more cars and bikes. Hence, the automobile industry has requested the Home Secretary that when the sector opens, it be allowed to open throughout the country because the sector is highly interconnected and integrated. Indian automakers are not only losing revenue in the domestic market, but even overseas. India annually exports $27 billion worth of vehicles and components. ET reported last week that there were at least $4 to $5 billion worth of pending orders with the Indian automobile industry. This is especially alarming at a time when China is back at its full capacity. Industry experts say that it would be very difficult to get lost market share to China in international markets. This is especially true in a highly competitive two-wheeler market like Africa, where Indian and Chinese automakers are at loggerheads. The export markets will also bring in a lot of forex, which India needs at a time like this. Automakers say that revenue from exports will also help solve their cash flow problems at a time when the Indian market is expected to decline by at least 20%. So to summarize, the Indian automobile industry needs to hit the pedal at the soonest. There is not just lost business opportunity in the local market, but a lot of lost exports too. The industry is one of the biggest employers in the country, and if business doesn't start soon, many smaller companies may go out of business. Keep watching this space for more videos like this.